Woohoo. All right, so this is Just Breathe Flow. This class is a viniyoga style, which means that we're gonna move dynamically before we get into any static stretch. And also, it really means that this class is adapted to whatever your body can do right now in this moment. So you can view me as your guide, and I'm going to take you through this sequence, but feel free to have creative licensing and really move primally to whatever little vinyasa that I give to you. So a vinyasa means to link and to place in a special way. A lot of people refer to vinyasa as vinyasa flow, a style of yoga, but within vinyasa flow or any other classes, there's actually little vinyasas that we do, which is pretty much doing one posture, then the next, and then the third, and then going back. And so you just kind of go through these little vinyasas. So I'll take you through those. Today I'm gonna take you through a progressive flow, so that'll feel really nice. It's kind of like playing the memory game, and it'll really help you to get into it, as well as being able to have the freedom to add any other movements that you want to. So I'm super excited to get into that with you today. We'll start off sitting in a seated position with a little bit of grounding. If you have a blanket, you can sit on the edge of it, or if you have a bolster or a couch cushion, you can do that too. Go ahead and close your eyes if it's comfortable, or stare down the bridge of your nose, finding a focal point out in front of you, and see if you can start to tune out what you're hearing. And before you begin to tune out what you hear in your own individual spaces, rooms, houses, first observe what's around you. So if that means opening up your eyes again to first see your space and then closing it as a symbol of letting it go, then do that. And then listening to all the different sounds objectively, doing our best to leave judgment out. So not good, bad, right or wrong, but as is. And as you start to tune all that out, start to tune in. Lots of tuning in these days. It's a perfect time to do the work. And what I have found for myself this week is there's been this really beautiful dance between my human beingness and my spiritual beingness. So that means embracing anything that comes up as is. So right now, as you are, observing your physical body. What is true for your physical body right now? How are you feeling physically? Where do you notice the discomfort and the tension? Maybe even the pain. And then let's breathe to those areas. Take a nice slow inhale in. And an audible exhale out. Now scan your body and start to recognize the areas and the parts of you that feel good today in this moment, that feel strong, flexible, fluid, free. And if you're having a hard time identifying that, then what I usually go to is, well, what part of you is feeling supported? And so maybe you feel the earth supporting you, and that is enough to be grateful for. And again, with that in mind, let's take a nice slow inhale in through your nose. And a big cleansing breath out. Bring your awareness to your mind. What thoughts are present with you? If you tend to have a busy mind, maybe you have a piece of paper and a pen nearby, or you could have your phone and have your notes open, so that if anything comes up for you that you continue to fixate on, you can write it down, and then let that act of writing it down be an act of letting go, knowing that you could return to it when this is all said and done. Again, remembering the intention to embrace your thoughts as is, letting them come and go, knowing that I, the thinker, am not my thoughts. With that in mind, let's take another cleansing breath. Inhale in. And a nice audible exhale out. Now let's drop into our heart space, our Anandamaya layer, the part of us that feels, and permission to feel anything that you feel right now. Today I listened to Brené Brown's podcast on comparative suffering. It's okay if you're suffering, and there's no need to minimize your suffering because somebody else might be suffering more. So right now, as is, fully embracing how you're feeling, even if that means you're feeling good. It's okay to feel good, even if those around you are suffering. You can have joy. So whatever you are feeling, let's again take a collective breath in together. And a nice audible exhale out. Start to find a rhythm to your breath, inhaling in through your nose and out of your nose. May this time together be a time for collective movement, knowing that we are not alone. Knowing that we don't have to suffer alone, knowing that we can be joyful together as well amongst the suffering. The two can exist at the same time. So can you, in this practice, hold space for your shadows and your lights? Here are some thoughts from my practice today with Sean Korn. She talked about turning our fear into faith, our confusion into certainty, our anxiety into ease, our rage into joy, our lack into abundance, our mourning into dancing, our control into surrender, our panic into patience, and our grief into creativity. So hold both of the shadows and the lights with you today. Know that you can hold both at the same time. With that in mind, again, let's take a collective breath in. Inhale in, and audible exhale out. May this practice today be a prayer in motion. May you look at this as an opportunity to show up and to do the work, to tune in and to do all of the inner working so that you could show up for those around you. And may you also use this time as an opportunity to pray for those who are suffering, praying for all of those who are on the front lines for us every single day at work so that we can stay at home, praying for those who are in need, who are sick physically, who are sick mentally, the immunosuppressed. Can we all commit to praying and sending our love and our truth and our hope and our faith to all of them? May this practice bring you personally comfort and clarity, peace, healing, and joy. When you're ready, slowly switch the crossing of your legs and inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, start to reach over to your right. Inhaling right back up to center. And then exhale to your left. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale to the side. So start to move at your own pace, following your breath. Breathing in and out of the nose. If you're stuffed up today, then you can breathe out of your mouth. Adding some counter rotation to your neck. So as you lean over, look down and then turn your gaze up. Inhaling as you come up, look down to the floor and then turn. Take your gaze up. Breathing to center and breathing to the side. We're going to add some forward flexion to this. As you come out to the side, slowly come forward and sweep your arms across the ground. And then inhale, laterally bend. And then exhale, fold, reach it over, and go the other way. Remember that you can add any creative movement that's intuitive for yourself. There's no right or wrong here, no good or bad. Movement that it will increase your joy and decrease your suffering. A couple more. And then bring it up to center, reach it high to the sky, and then exhale, cactus your arms open. Breathe in, reach it up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale. And exhale. Going as slow or as quick as you need. Inhale, reach it up, and then exhale, bring your hands in front of you onto your shins, round your body like a cat, chin to chest, following out your heart and belly. And then inhale, draw it forward, stick out the tailbone, bring the heart forward. Look up, move back and forth here. So remembering this class is called Just Breathe, so we really want to stay connected with our breath. And that means choosing to move and pick the postures that are going to really encourage our breath. So if you find yourself not breathing, then adapt the pose so that you can. Let's add a little bit of circular movement here as you come forward and then round as you come back. Dipping the shoulders, alternating the shoulders. Rotating the other way. And then slowly coming to center. Bring your hands forward and come onto your knees. Oh, I forgot to mention that I'm practicing with my mat long ways. So you can join me and rotate to the side if you haven't already. Bringing your hands onto the ground. Take your right leg and bring it out to the side of your mat. And then inhale, slowly lift yourself up. I'm using a blanket under my knee for some cushion. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And then exhale, laterally bend to the side, sliding the right arm down. Inhale as you come up. And then exhale, place your left hand on the ground. You can tent your hands and reach the right arm over. So we're going to move here like that, using the core, using momentum too, to move back and forth. Really getting out of the side body, creating lots of length here. We breathe in as we rise. We breathe out as we reach to the side. If you want a little bit more today, as you bring your hand to the ground, your leg can lift as well to activate your glute. Breathing in and out. Saying hello to your obliques. So the side of you that is reaching over, you're engaging your obliques, while the other side is stretching. Couple more. And then bring it up. Bring your arms down, bring it to the ground, and bring the right leg in. Let's do one cat-cow to neutralize. Inhale, lower the belly, draw the heart forward, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale to center. And exhale, this time take your left leg out. Rise all the way up, sweeping the arms up, breathe in. And then exhale again, reaching it up and over. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hand and reach the leg over. So at first, let's leave the foot planted for the first few rounds. And then if you want to up level, you can. How's your breath? Okay, breathing. On this next one, maybe you lift your foot up. And as I lift my foot, I'm dorsiflexing my foot, pulling the toes towards my shin and pressing through my heel. Couple more. And bring it up. And exhale, bring your hands down. Bring the leg in. Inhale again to your cat-cow. And bring it back to neutral. From here, tuck your toes under and lift your hips up so that you're in this really small down dog. Walk your feet forward so that you're in a wide-legged stretch. And hang out here with a generous bend in your knees. Swing side to side. If you have a blanket under your knees, you can move it off to the side or behind you. So wiggle side to side, move your hips, get all the cracks out. Start to bend and straighten the leg. Start to turn your toes more out at an angle towards the corners of your mat. Exaggerating this move more and more until you're coming all the way down into a half squat, lifting the booty and coming down to the other one. You can use your blocks for support under your hands. Let's add a little bit more here as you come down. Reach your left arm up, open up your heart. Lift the booty, half squat, breathe in, reach it up, and then bring it down. Inhale as we lift our arm. Exhale as we come down and transition. We squat, inhale, lift, open up. Exhale, bring it down. Couple more. Last one. And then bring it back to center. Lift the booty and tiptoe your feet in so that they're either hips width apart or your toes are touching. So you're in a deeper forward fold here. Inhaling. Take a halfway lift. Hands can come to shins or to your blocks. As you exhale, fold right back down. As you inhale, bend the knees and start to lower the booty down, sweeping your arms forward for chair pose. As you exhale, come right back down to fold and sweep your arms up behind you. Inhale into your chair pose, reaching the arms forward. Exhale, straightening the legs, head hangs, arms up. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling, prana, life. Exhaling out, mala and waste. Inhaling. Exhaling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel that heat building up. Let's lift up as you inhale to chair. Keep rising as you stretch out your hips. As you exhale, sit into your chair, then fold and bring your arms back. Inhale, pass through chair, rise up, open up the chest. Exhale, chair to fold, reach the arms up. So you're gonna do this for a few more rounds, really connecting with your breath, going as quick or as slow as you need. I like to think of this as washing all of the toxins out and receiving all the good stuff. Clearing out all the pathways. In and out. Couple more. Inhale, stretch it up. Really reach and then cactus your arms. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Cactus the arms. Exhale, maybe audibly. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale it out. Inhale your arms up. And then exhale, arms to your sides. Take a moment without adjusting your pants, your hair. Can you be still here? A little standing meditation. Coming back to the seat of the observer. Behind the physical body, behind the mental body, the heart body. We are the observer, the essence behind it all. So scan. Not necessarily needing to change anything, but simply observing. Holding space for yourself as is, both the shadow and the light. They both can exist at the same time. And when you're ready, blink your eyes open, wiggle it out a little bit. Do the yoga cha-cha, as Alex says, one of my teachers. Roll the shoulders, roll the head. Get something to drink. And then we'll continue to move here in a moment. All right. So let's rotate now towards the side of your mat. It doesn't matter which one because we're going to continue to move side to side. So go to the top or the back, you choose. And on your next inhale, sit back into your chair pose. So bend your knees, sweep the floor, reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, take a dive and fold. This time hands come to the ground or to your blocks or shins. As you inhale, take a halfway lift, really elongating through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, fold, plant your hands and step your right leg back. Keep the knee lifted for this first round, or actually all of the rounds. Lower the hips in line with your front knee. Press up through the fingertips and try to draw the heart forward. So we're going to take a couple of breaths here. In through the nose, out of the nose. And then slowly lift the back leg and shift to the top of the mat. So we're actually skipping a lot of chaturangas today. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And on your exhale, fold. Step your left leg back. Stretch it back as far as you can. Knee over the ankle. Again, lowering the hips, but keeping that back thigh nice and active. Draw the heart forward and breathe. Opening up our hips. Strengthening our glutes. One more breath. And then slowly bring it back to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift. Fold, exhale. Inhale into your chair. And then exhale, rise all the way up. Bring your arms to your sides. So this is where the memory game starts, the progressive flow. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take a dive and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step your right leg back. Take one breath into your crescent lunge with your hands on the ground. And then as you exhale, start to straighten your front leg. Option to use blocks the whole time for your hands as needed. We're straightening the front leg, the toes can stay on the ground. You're on the ball of your back foot and you're pushing yourself forward to make it a little bit more accessible. A nice long spine here, heart draws forward. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, lunge back into your knee and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, fold, plant your hands, mat or blocks. Let's take a giant step back with your left leg. We're taking one breath in here. As we exhale, we push through the front leg, straightening up for a modified pyramid pose. Breathing in, breathing out as you open the back of the leg. Really feel that sensation. Inhale, slowly come forward, lowering the hips and bringing the leg to the top. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. Pass through chair, inhale, arms rise, booty lowers. Exhale, stand tall and arms to your sides. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, take a dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step your right leg back. Probably know where we're going now. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, straighten the front leg. Breathe in here. As you exhale, lunge back in. Let's add a twist. The right hand stays planted, the left arm opens up. Hug the thigh into your belly as you open up your heart a little more. Take one more big breath in. And then exhale, frame your foot. Step to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. Folded half as you breathe out. Plant your hands and step the left leg back. Other side. Lowering the hips, breathe in. Straighten the front leg, breathe out. Inhale back into your low lunge. And reach the right arm up as you twist. Taking an extra breath here. Breathe in. And exhale, your hand plants. Step to the top of the mat. Halfway, breathe. Uttanasana, fold, breathe out. Inhale to chair. Exhale to stand. Maybe you add some cactus arms and bring your arms down. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, take a dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step the right leg back. One breath in. As you breathe out, straighten your front leg. As you breathe in, lunge back in. Exhaling here. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. As you exhale, bring your hand back down. Straighten the front leg. Inhale. Exhale, we're back in that pyramid posture, but we're going to turn it into a revolved triangle. Take your left arm up to the sky. Hold it for a couple of breaths. Again, utilizing props as needed. Creative licensing as wanted. One more big breath in. Exhale your hand down. Lunge into your front knee and step to the top. Take it halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your left leg back. Breathe in, you're high onto your fingertips. Breathe out, straighten the front leg. Say hello to your hamstrings. Breathing in, rock it back forward. Exhaling as you settle in back to that lunge. On your next breath in, add your twist. Reach the right arm up. Exhale your hand right back down. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale as you settle in here. Inhale for a nice big breath in as you revolve your triangle. Holding for a couple of breaths. Really distributing the weight evenly through both legs. One more inhale. And exhale, bring your hand down. Lunge back forward and step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Fold forward as you breathe out. Inhale, Utkatasana. Rise all the way up, exhaling, and then arms to your sides. Big breath in, keep it up. Exhale, take a dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, right leg goes back. Inhale, Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, lunge back in. Exhale, settle. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, twist. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Settle in as you exhale. Inhale, sweep the left arm back up. Exhale, bring your hand back down. Look back at your back foot, spin the heel down, and windmill yourself up, Virabhadrasana 2. Front heel, back arch alignment or wider. Back toes can be at a 90 or even less. Do what feels right for your body. Function over form. How's your breath? Take another inhale. And as you exhale, windmill your hands down, frame your foot and step to the top of your mat. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, fold. Take your left leg back as you continue that breath out. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, back to that lunge. Exhaling as you hold. So you can have a nice full breath in as you twist. Exhale, bring your hand back down. Straighten your front leg as you inhale. Exhale as you hold. Really engage the core so you can inhale, twist it out. Revolved triangle. Exhale, plant your hand. Spin the back heel down. Lowering the hips and windmill yourself up to warrior 2. So you're staring right down the middle finger, arms are at a T. Engaging core as you lift through the heart. Find your breath. Take a breath in. And windmill down, exhale. Pivot and step to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold as you exhale. Inhale into your chair. And keep rising up as you exhale. Keep up the heat. Breathe in. Breathe out and dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold right leg back. You know where we're going. Breathe in. Breathe out, straighten. Breathe in. Lunge back. Hold as you breathe out. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale as you bring it down. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Breathe it all out. Use your core to breathe it out, and then breathe in as you twist. If you reach further back than the last time, exhale, frame your foot. Pivot the back heel down. Inhale, warrior 2. Rise up. As you exhale, straighten the front leg and reach it back for your reverse trikonasana, triangle pose. Couple of breaths here. I love this stretch. Feel the juiciness in that side body stretch here. Inhale back to your warrior 2. And exhale, windmill down. Pivot and step. Halfway lift. Fold, exhale, left leg back. Breathe in, open your heart. Breathe out, open the back of your leg. Breathe in, back into your lunge. Breathe out. Inhale, twist it out. Maybe you can put your hand behind your head. I like that one. Exhale, bring your hand down. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, activate your core. And then inhale, twist it out. Maybe further than the last. Bring your arm right back down as you exhale. Spin the heel down and windmill up, warrior 2. Take a breath in. As you exhale, straighten your front leg, reverse triangle. Hold it here. Keep up the rhythm of your breath. Inhale back to your warrior 2. Exhale, windmill all the way down. Pivot and step to the top. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. Uttanasana, fold as you breathe out. Inhale into your chair. Exhale, keep rising all the way up. And mountain pose. Inhale up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold right leg back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find your modified pyramid. Breathe in, back to your lunge. Breathe out. Twist it out, breathe in. Breathe out, bring it down. Straighten the front leg, inhale. Exhale. Revolve triangle, breathe in. Breathe out, bring it down. Spin the back heel down. Inhale, up to your warrior two. Exhaling. Inhale, straighten the front leg and reverse Trikonasana. Exhale, come back forward into your warrior two, arm to thigh or hand to the floor block. Reach the other arm up and over, side angle pose. Let's hold it here. Those of you who want more of a challenge, go to Vihasta. Both arms are reaching forward. Remember that the pose should provide both effort and ease, so you should be able to breathe through it. Adapt the pose if you're losing consciousness of your breath, your ujjayi. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, windmill down. Pivot and step to the top. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out and fold. Left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale to your lunge. Exhaling out. Inhale, revolve your lunge. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhaling as you hold. Inhale, we're twisting. Exhaling as you come out. Lunge back forward, inhale. Spin the back heel down and rise up to your warrior two. Exhaling here. Inhale, press through, reverse your triangle. Exhale as you come forward, find your side angle pose. Taking any variation. Doing what's appropriate for this side of the body. How's your breath? Inhale back to warrior two. And exhale, windmill all the way down. Pivot and step. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair. Rise all the way up. Exhale. Mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold right leg back. Breathe in. Straighten it out. Breathe out. Breathe in. Come back to your lunge. Breathe out. Let all the toxins out. And twist. Ring out your spine. Big inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Straighten the front leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and twist. Breathe out, bring it down. Spin the heel down. Inhale takes up to warrior two. Exhaling. Inhale, straighten the front leg and reverse. Exhale, come forward, side angle pose. We're here for one more inhale. And then as you exhale, straighten the front leg for your full triangle pose. Holding this one for a few breaths. So both legs are straight in extension. Soft bend the knees as you press the thighs back so they're nice and strong. Keep opening up your heart. One more breath in. Exhale to your warrior two. Breathe in. Exhale, windmill down. Pivot and step to the top. You got this. Keep the flow. Breathe in. Breathe out and fold. Step your left leg back. Inhale. Straight in the front as you exhale. Inhale back to your lunge. Exhale as you hold. Inhale, twist. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale as you straighten the front leg. Exhale as you hold. Inhale, twist. Exhale, bring it down. Spin the heel, warrior two. Breathe it in. Exhale. Reverse triangle, straighten the leg or reach it back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly come forward, side angle. Breathe in. And breathe out. Start to straighten the front leg, finding your triangle. You can see I'm putting my hand on my shin. It doesn't have to touch the ground. You could use a block. Another breath here. Take one more. And then exhale back to your warrior two. Breathing in. And exhale, windmill down. Pivot and step to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, sit into your chair. Exhale, stand all the way up. And arms to your sides. Again, stand here without making any adjustments or changes. Simply observe. This time, observe your energy. That part of you that is not tangible, but it's there, it's real. And bring your awareness to your breath and watch it as it slows down naturally. And notice how the rhythm of your breath influences the rhythm of your mind. Perhaps that whole time you were able to stay fully focused on the sequence, on the postures, forgetting everything that's around you going on. Maybe not, and that's okay too. All right, take a big breath in, and an audible exhale out. Start to wiggle the shoulders, the arms, the wrists, your hips. Bend the knees and the thighs. Oh, and then turn back towards the side of your mat, towards me. Feeling warm? Thumbs up if you feel warm, but not too warm, right? You're not totally out of breath maybe, like when we're doing lots of chaturangas. So facing the side of your mat, let's bring our feet 3 to 5 feet apart. You can wiggle it out one at a time, or if you want to jump it out, you can jump it out too. As you jump out, bring your toes towards the corners of your mat, and then start to squat into your goddess pose. Bringing your hands to your heart and wiggling it out. Breathing here. Building some heat, some tapa, some fire. As you inhale, straighten the legs, reach it up for star pose. Really drawing the energy in towards that midline, that invisible line that splits our body from left to right. Can you hug it all in? Engage your thighs towards each other, your belly. Send the tailbone down towards the ground, the crown of the head up towards the heavens. Really opening up here, breathing in, breathing out. As you breathe in, you draw that breath in and that energy up through the crown. As you breathe out, you flush it out and imagine it coming out through the tailbone. All that waste Breathe in, breathe out. Another inhale. And then exhale back into your goddess, taking your arms out to the sides, wiggling side to side. Revisiting that movement that we did early when we were sitting. You can take your arm to your thigh and the other arm up and over. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out as you go to the other side. You don't have to rest your arm. You can bring your arm in front of you. In and breathing out. Again, going as quick or slow as you need. Notice if the knees are caving in. Can you really press them back out? Again, creative licensing, do what feels good. I'm just your guide. Inhale, last time, exhale. Inhale to center and press it up. Star pose, take up space here. Lots of space. Your hands, your feet, energy shooting out of all four limbs. Also the crown of the head and the tailbone. You're this big human starfish. Big breath in. Exhale right back down to your goddess. This time taking your hands to your inner thighs and hugging the right shoulder towards the ground, looking up over your left. And back through center and the other way. One of my favorite poses. Takes me back to my high school sports days. Going back and forth as you need. Integrating your breath always. On this next one, roll it up through center, zombie roll, and reach the arms back up for start. Big breath. And exhale your arms down to your sides. Let's take your big toes and bring them slightly pigeon-toed, so pivot them in. Inhale, bring your arms out wide to a T, and then exhale, start to hinge from your hip crease. Keeping an elongated spine, strong core, as you come all the way down into your wide leg stretch, Prasarita Padottanasana. You can grab onto your ankles, your toes, your hands can be on the floor, they can be on blocks. There's lots of options for you. On your next inhale, take a halfway lift. Keep your left hand on the floor or on your block. And take the right arm up to the sky. Arms are at a T. You can stay here and reach. Hand can go behind your head. Your hand can even go across the lower back and reach for the inner thigh. If you want a little bit more, the left hand can go from center all the way over to your ankle. Choose what practice is appropriate for you. Inhale, reach the arm back up, and exhale, bring it down to center. Let's forward fold for a moment. Let your body rebound. And then inhale, halfway lift. Right hand stays down this time and left arm comes up. Remember, you don't have to be attached just because you did one thing on one side. Doesn't mean you have to or should do it on the other side. What does this side of the body need? Remember to go through all the options. Hand behind head, waist. Maybe bring your lower arm to the leg. Last couple of breaths here. One more breath in. Exhale your hand to the center and fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Hands to your waist. Exhale, use your core, pressing through the feet and thighs to come all the way up. You can wiggle it in or jump it in. Cool. So we're going to revisit the little vinyasa that I showed you at the beginning of class. It's something that you can integrate into your daily practice at any given moment in the day. And then we're going to sprinkle in breath of joy. If you were here with me last week, you get to do it again. Breath of joy these days, I need it, right? Who doesn't need joy? So inhale, sit into your chair. And as you exhale, sweep your arms back, straighten the legs. Inhale it up, and exhale, wash it away. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale up to chair, and exhale, come up. So I'll show you first. You're gonna inhale into chair, bringing your arms forward for a third of the breath, then a third of the inhale out to the side, a third back to center, and then you're gonna exhale, wash it away. So inhale, 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 exhale it out. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. Let's go. Five more. Last one. Breathe in, stretch it up. And exhale, stand, mountain pose, steady standing. Bring your arms across your heart and your belly. Embracing everything as is. Whatever you're trying to stuff down will double and will eventually manifest as some type of ailment or illness, or you'll take it out on others. So can you let it go? Let it up, let it out, let it go. Bring your arms to your sides. Thumbs up if you like breath of joy. I love it. It also gets me really emotional. So if you were crying at all, totally normal, and I'm right there with you. All right, we are almost there. We're at cool down in just a moment. I'd love to give you an opportunity to go upside down always, but that doesn't mean you have to. So if you want to opt out of going upside down, you can go legs up the wall, but before you do that, we're all gonna work our core a little bit. So come to a seated position, facing either side of your mat. For extra back support, please sit on a blanket with your blanket folded. So it's a simple core workout. It's sitting down, which we do all day, but most of us are not sitting with the awareness of our core. So as you come into Dandasana staff pose, pull the toes in, so you're dorsiflexing your foot, pressing through your heels so your legs are nice and active. Your arms are to your sides, and notice where your weight is being distributed. Are you leaning forward? Are you leaning back? Can you stay right above your hips? Find the contrast of what Donna already says of propping, so really propping yourself up and sticking out your chest, and then collapsing and just nothingness. So find that in between, that dance, so that you feel that you can sit here for a while, but you are working really hard. So staff pose. This might be enough for you. It might be a lot. If you'd like to up level, bring your arms forward. Find your breath. You should be able to breathe here, in through the nose, out. Maybe you lift your arms overhead. So we're sending the pubic bone up towards your belly button and softening and lacing the ribs towards each other. If you want even more, you might take your gaze up towards the lights. Seems simple enough, but if you're really being intentional and activating all the muscles, you should be working pretty hard right now. So if there's any muscles shaking, know that you're working. Transformation's happening. This is the blueprint for our half handstand that we're about to get into. Let's go 5 more breaths. And if you have to come out, go ahead and do that and then come right back in. One more breath in. And then exhale, bring your arms down. Wiggle the legs out. All right. So we're going to take that exact same shape that we were in and we're going to flip it around. Option 1 is to go straight to the wall and stay here because we'll meet you here. Option 2 is to come into a down dog. We haven't done down dog yet today, so it's the same exact shape. So your hands are shoulders width apart, your feet are hips width apart, creating that same L shape. Let your head hang and really work on pressing through your hands and engaging the core. Option 3, if you're close enough to a wall, you can step onto the wall 1 foot at a time for your half handstand, walking the hands in to create that L shape. Pressing through the hands, taking the gaze forward, pressing through your feet, using the core. So whatever you've chosen, play here, explore, get creative. You can start to lift a leg if you'd like. You can lift the other leg. Take a couple of sets. Mindfully come down, feet before the knees. Taking a moment to sit. I see some people working headstands, totally cool. Whatever feels good to you and what's right for you. Let's take one more set. And remember, you can choose whatever it is that you want to do with complete grace and compassion. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing, what I'm even doing. We're all on our own path. All right, one more breath. And exhale, lower down. Sit for a moment, or child's pose. And then if you were inverting upside down, let's meet everybody else with our legs up the wall. If you don't have a wall, that's okay. You can still go waterfall with your feet up to the sky. In fact, I'll join you there and not use the wall. Rolling down. And legs straight up. So legs up are so good for our nervous system. You all work so hard. Really intentional with your body and your breath. So now we can tell the body that it's time to go into relaxation mode, into our parasympathetic. So wherever you are, we're going to take it into our supine pigeon. Take your right foot and create a figure 4, bringing your right outer ankle onto the left thigh. Reach for the back of your thigh or bend the knee and grab your shin. Look at your foot. The right foot should be dorsiflexed to protect the knee and really open up your deep glute muscles. See if you can soften the shoulders, soften the jaw. So at this point of the practice, you can come into a more natural state of breathing. Noticing how it might be a little bit easier to breathe here. Unblocked and opened up pathways through the whole body. However, if the mind is continuing to be busy and wander, then use your breath to anchor you back. So stay with every breath. Gotta do the work. Sometimes we surrender, completely let go, and other times we gotta really do the work. That will eventually lead us to a place of surrender. Okay, take an inhale, and then exhale, slowly release your leg. You might go back up to the wall, or feet might go to the floor. Before switching to the other side, stay here for a moment. Now slowly take the left leg, create a figure 4 on the other side, and bring it in. One of our teachers always says our sides are not twins. They're siblings, so sisters or brothers. So maybe on this side, you're pulling it in a little bit more, or maybe you're pressing it away. The beautiful gift this practice gives us is awareness. And when we're aware, we can take the right steps, the right actions, the appropriate ones. Again, continue to breathe here, naturally or intentionally. Inhale And exhale, gently release the hands. Unwind the legs. Bring them back to your neutral. Hug the knees into your chest. Apanasana. You can wiggle side to side, massage your back. Switch directions. And then choose your last personal pose. I'm going to choose Happy Baby. It's a common one, popular one. But that might not be something you're comfortable with, so do something that you are comfortable with. If there's any pose that you're really itching to get in, do it. And then we're gonna find our final pose. So you can do anything you'd like. If you wanna go legs back up the wall, you can keep your legs against the wall and do Baddha Konasana, so your feet together. You can take a bolster under your legs and still do Baddha Konasana, or just have your legs out in front of you, arms to your sides. Students really like to do prone shavasana. So if you're in your own space, I encourage you to make it like you would be here. So maybe you turn your lights down. Maybe grab some essential oils. Give yourself a little massage. If I was there, I'd massage your head, neck, scratch your hair. And then scan the body. Get all the wiggles out. Choose a pose that will allow you to be still. The brain only knows contrast, and so a lot of times we don't know that we're still walking around with tension. So I'm going to take you through one more practice that you can integrate at home. It's contracting and releasing. So as you do this, bring your awareness to your right foot, your right shin, back of your leg, your right thigh, your whole right leg. Engage it, contract it, squeeze it, bring lots of tension to it, and take a big breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Completely soften. Your left foot, your left lower leg, your left upper leg. Engage, squeeze, contract, breathe in. And then exhale, let it go. Your right hand, your right forearm, your upper arm. Breathe in, squeezing, engaging, contracting, and then exhale, let it go. Your left hand, forearm, upper arm. Inhale in as you squeeze, engage, contract. And exhale, let it go. Your glutes and your hips, where we carry lots of emotions. Breathe in and squeeze, engage. Exhale, let it go. Your belly and your back. Breathe in, squeeze, and exhale, let it go. The shoulders, shrug them, the chest. Engage it all, contract, breathe in, and then exhale, soften and release. Your face, your ears, your head, engage and squeeze, contract, and then exhale, soften and let go. Your entire body is melting, is softening, is letting go, letting the earth support you, receive you. Soften the eyelids, keep the bottom lip slightly open. Taking the seat of the observer, watching it all. I'll be here with you for a few minutes and then we'll close, but option to stay as long as you'd like. Without moving your body, making any changes, even to your breath. Simply observe. Watch the stillness, the connection, the grounding, the centeredness, balance. When I feel the world closing in on me, I go to a quiet place that lies somewhere in my soul. I don't reason, analyze, or think. I simply go. From this place of power, I stand firm in the face of fire, and I'm strong amongst thunder. And when I emerge from this sanctuary, the world has not changed, but I have. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, move the body, wiggling the fingers, the toes, and stretching out. Again, option to stay where you're at, in the comfort of your home and your space. Otherwise, you can hug it in and roll to a fetal position on your side. Letting this posture represent both you being supported, letting yourself be held, reaching out to those around you, reaching up for something bigger. And then as you come out of this pose, as you press up into a seated position, it also represents that emerging from this really sacred place that we're so privileged and blessed and lucky to have on our mat, where so much transformation and change is happening. As you come to your seats, I just want to acknowledge you all for showing up and for doing the work. This is a season and a time of spiritual maturation, and we really need to keep our spirits strong. So thank you so much from my heart and our family and this community to yours, the student and the teacher in me. honors and sees the student and the teacher in all of you. Namaste. Yay. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.